Hello, my name is William Stein and I am the Director of Technology for the MSD of Mount Vernon. Our district has a strong emphasis on providing students with the opportunity to use the latest technology in order to learn. Students are naturally curious and find technology engaging. We believe the use of technology can inspire student creativity. Our STEM story began in 2014 when our district submitted a Summer of E-Learning grant to the IDOE. After successfully acquiring the grant, we held the 2015 Four Cs Conference in collaboration with neighboring MSD of North Posey School District. 200 educators from Indiana, Kentucky, and Illinois attended the conference, which offered engaging keynotes, PD sessions, and the unique ability for teachers to explore their very first makerspace. In-depth training was also held to promote STEM lessons and give teachers the tools they need to take back to their classrooms. Because of its success, the 2016, 2017, and 2018 Four Cs Conference increased in size and attendance each year as we extended an invitation to the University of Southern Indiana, one of our community partners, to join in our efforts. Local business leaders were also invited to attend the conference and speak with our teachers about 21st century workforce skills. In 2017, our superintendent, principal, technology director, and e-learning coach attended the Future Ready Institute in Indianapolis, Indiana. At this conference, our school district leaders strengthened their professional practice, networked with other Future Ready professionals, and learned how to develop, plan, and implement student-centered learning practices. With this knowledge in hand, our Director of Curriculum, along with the e-learning coaches, began researching maker labs and visited several in the state, including ones at Indiana University School of Education, Center Grove, and Ferdinand Elementary. We also visited Eminence Independent Schools in Kentucky. These visits gave us the inspiration and guidance we needed to move our STEM initiative forward. And later that year, a local business, Warehouse Services Incorporated, agreed to fund the creation of our first Makers Lab at West Elementary School. Our district was then awarded the 2017 grant from Toyota Manufacturing to begin the implementation of Project Lead the Way in our elementary schools. We selected lead teachers at each elementary school to be trained as launch trainers by Project Lead the Way. Over the last few years, these teachers have been using the model provided by Project Lead the Way to train all elementary teachers in our district. In 2 years, every elementary teacher in our district will be trained to teach Project Lead the Way. In 2018, Warehouse Services funded an additional Maker Lab at Farmersville Elementary and Mars Elementary. All teachers in our district received professional development from the e-learning coaches on how to use the materials in the Maker Labs and how to create STEM lessons. Teachers were encouraged to visit the Maker Labs on a weekly basis. The CEO of WSI was also invited, not only to see students using the labs, but to also interact with them during a lesson. Later in 2018, we partnered with the University of Evansville to train our teachers in the design thinking process. Dr. Jonna Denning-Smith, who was at the time working on her doctorate in design thinking and had just returned from the Henry Ford Learning Institute, provided professional development to teachers on how to teach design thinking lessons, and also shared a library of design thinking lessons with our teachers. In January of 2020, our district received the STEM Acceleration Grant. These funds have been utilized to provide project-based learning training to teachers. We worked with the Buck Institute during the summer of 2020 as they spent 3 days helping elementary teachers design a project to implement in their classrooms this school year. In order to further strengthen STEM in our elementary schools, we decided to develop a new STEM rotational class this school year. 3 teachers were hired and the Create to Think curriculum was selected. Part of the STEM Acceleration Grant was used to fund this initiative. These teachers provided weekly STEM lessons and highlight careers in STEM. This has quickly become our favorite class of our students. Students are highly engaged and are learning to collaborate and think together to solve problems. We also recognize the importance of attracting all of our students to STEM-related subjects and careers. This is why we highlight and recognize minorities in STEM. We are working with our elementary school librarians to purchase books that highlight diversity in STEM. Our sustainability plan starts with people, as we have hired a part-time STEM coach to work with not only our STEM teachers, but classroom teachers in our elementary schools as well. We have also formed a STEM team consisting of the STEM coach, the 3 STEM teachers, the 2 e-learning coaches, and the director of curriculum, grants, and testing. One of their primary goals is to seek future opportunities for grants and funding from local businesses to continue to provide funding and resources. We are dedicated to our students and know the importance of preparing them for the future by cultivating a culture of innovation and inquiry. We want our school, our state, and our nation to be leaders in science and technology, and we want our students to take risks, be creative, and problem solve together.